Matt here. I'm here with Pete McCoy, who is a local real estate investor in Utah. He's also a real estate agent. I'm here with him today at the property here that I wholesale to him a couple months ago. He's all finished remodeling it, so I figured we'd do a little case study on it and run through what he did to the property, so you guys have an idea of if you want to get into this or if you're curious about remodeling, what you can do and what you can expect to see. So Pete, tell us a little bit about the house and the situation with it.
Matt gave me a phone call and gave me a great price on the house. So we on the exterior there was an ugly big enclosed porch that we just decided to tear off and build that railing that you see there. And so we did a lot of work to the exterior landscaping, just hauling out dumpsters, loads full of weeds and grass and junk. So spent a little bit of time on the exterior, but we're pretty happy with the way that turned out. The front door is always a pretty important piece, so we spent a good amount of money on the front door, and pretty happy with the way the exterior looks.
Okay, well let's run inside the house now. Pete's going to run through and just give a quick analysis and overview of what he did to the property, kind of what it looked like before, and what he did to make it look like this after. It's real nice. So go ahead, Pete, and let us know what you did.
Sure. We actually didn't do too much structurally. We probably put the most money into the kitchen. It's pretty much an all brand new kitchen. Put in granite countertops, brand new cabinets, and then we actually bought used stainless steel appliances. But I really hunted around to buy used appliances that look new.
Yeah.
So I think they look good. We probably spent approximately $5,000 here in the kitchen, maybe $6,000 including the new tile floor.
Okay.
But although it's a tiny bit small, I think it really works, and I think it looks great, and it's always a benefit to be able to advertise granite countertops. Seems to be a popular item.
Yeah, it's a huge point. I mean, this kitchen looks 10 times better than what it did before. When I sold it to him, it was pretty trashed, and it looks a lot better now. So let's run through the rest of the house.
Another important piece was the flooring.
Okay.
All we did is refinish it, but it really turned out great.
Yeah.
And I spent $1,300 on that.
Okay.
Structural change we made in this house was right here.
Okay.
In this, this is the master. This was 2 bedrooms before.
Okay.
2 small bedrooms.
Yeah.
So we removed a wall that was right here and just made one big long master.
Okay.
We tried to figure out a way to get the master would have access to the bathroom, but functionally it just didn't quite work. That's always a little bit better to have like a master bath, but it didn't work. Yeah, it didn't work in this house, but got 3 closets in this room.
Yeah.
So I think that'll be a big selling point. We spent a little money on building some nice shelves and bought the mirror doors for this closet here. So I think it seems to me that women play a major role in deciding what house to buy.
Yeah, definitely.
And so I feel that closets and a master bathroom are pretty important.
Awesome. Yeah, and I think it looks a lot better than what it did before. Explain this bathroom.
You know, luckily sometimes on a house you get lucky. We actually didn't do too much in the bathrooms. The house was in pretty poor condition when we got it, except for both the upstairs and downstairs bathroom were both in pretty decent shape.
Yeah.
So we actually barely did anything in there. We just cleaned it up and got the jetted bathtub going, and so that was in pretty good shape.
Nice.
And we really didn't do too much in there either. Just cleaned up the floors and painted.
Yeah. Yeah, that's huge for usually most of your money's gonna be spent on kitchens and bathrooms. So if your bathroom's already finished or somewhat good, then you save a lot of money there. So give us an idea of what you did down here real quick so we can...
The basement really was the biggest part of our job. It really was a total redo. We tore everything down to the studs, replaced all the galvanized plumbing with copper plumbing, and sort of it took a little bit of effort, but after several design plans we really changed the layout. So we felt it was important to, when you walk down the stairs, to have the open space.
Yeah.
Previously when you walked down the stairs you just walked right into the bedrooms,
and then back down the hallway was the open space. So we thought this was just a little bit more functional. So now we just have 2 bedrooms down at the end of the hallway and this open space here. So really it was a total redo with a lot of new framing, sheetrock, drywall, painting, brand new carpet. Just about everything you see down here is brand new.
Nice.
We did decide to build this stackable laundry here.
Okay.
I'm still uncertain what I think about it, but it is a space saver, and so right inside the door there. So it.
I don't think it's too bad actually.
Yeah.
Kind of hides it away because before it was back in that corner back there, right?
It was under the
now
stairs.
that's a bedroom, so
Yeah.
I don't think you left with many options really.
Well, we could have put a side by side, but by putting a stackable, we were able to create this whole new other large closet.
Yeah.
Which I think will be helpful, or a buyer might find.
Yeah,
useful.
storage is always good. I think how the layout ended up is really good. Like you said, having it be an open area coming down the stairs is pretty important. So let's go ahead and take a look back here at this bathroom. Like you said, I guess this one didn't need much work of anything. Did you throw a tile in, or?
No, you know what? That tile was there.
Okay.
So I was uncertain about this dark marble. I still don't love it, but it is sort of expensive, and it was already there when we bought the house, so we just decided to leave it. The cost to replace it would have been pretty high.
Yeah.
So we just went ahead and left it in there.
Nice.
Nothing too exciting back here, just 2 basic bedrooms.
Yeah.
But I think it works.
Yeah, a little bit smaller, but I mean, that's kind of for this area. If you look at the comps in this area, you'll know that these bedrooms are smaller, so you got to make it the same as the neighborhood is important. So.
Yeah, they're not too small, they're functional. I think something nice about this house is the height of the ceilings.
Definitely.
Right here it's a little low because of the heating vents, but throughout the rest of the house it's a decent height. So that was one of the reasons that attracted me to the house.
Yeah, definitely. All right, well, thanks for running us through. We'll run back outside and kind of run through. Taking us through the house. Why don't we run through the numbers real quick? First on this house, as far as your purchase price, rehab cost, holding costs, and then projected sales price, what you think you'll end up selling it for, and then we'll run through the next property, the one that I sold you a couple months ago also.
Sure. On this one, purchase price was about $150. There was a wholesale fee in there. We budgeted for about $25,000 in rehab, which, as Matt knows, so we spent $30,000 in rehab.
That's pretty standard.
We have it currently listed for $222. I try to make a little bit more profit, but on this one I will most likely make just under $20,000. Holding costs, closing costs, I call them administrative fees.
Yeah.
They end up cost, usually on a deal this price range about $10,000.
Yep.
That includes the real estate commission that I need to pay when I sell the house, insurance, anything that's not related to actual repairing the house. So that's about $10,000 there. Hopefully I'll make just under $20,000.
Awesome. All right, and then let's run through the other house I sold you about probably 4 months ago, 5 months ago?
Last summer.
It was out in West Valley, if you're familiar with the Salt Lake Valley. Right now we're in, I guess is this classified as Sugar?
It's Lower Mill Creek.
Yeah, Lower Mill Creek right now, but the other house I sold him was out in West Valley. It was a home that needed quite a bit of work also. You ended up spending $30 on that. Why don't you run through the numbers and explain that one real quick?
Right. That one purchase price was $107.
Yep.
Sometimes I prefer working in the lower price ranges. It's a little bit lower risk, a little bit easier to manage the finances. So purchase price was $107. We put about $30 into that one. Budgeted $20 on that house. Put in $30.
Yeah.
But that one really turned out great. The house looked great when we were done, but the overall finishings were just a little bit less. We used countertop refinishing instead of granite counters.
Okay.
We only replaced the doors to the kitchen cabinets instead of
The whole
the
cabinet.
entire cabinet.
Yeah.
Just little things that I think still looked like a nice house, but not
Plus-
quite so expensive.
Yeah, plus you can get away with that out in West Valley. It's different areas you want to cater to how nice the houses are, so you can save you can save money by really knowing an area and researching that area, looking at the comps, so you don't overcompensate or over improve on the home, and you end up spending a bunch of money where you didn't necessarily need to. That doesn't mean you should cut corners, but you just need to make sure you evaluate it, which comes with time. But a good thing to do is find an investor like Pete here, or someone at your real estate investors club that knows an area if you're not familiar with it, and that way you can get their opinion, because someone that's already been through it is way more valuable than trying to guess yourself usually.
The other advantage of working in a lower economic area is the buyers are a little less picky.
Yeah.
I find on this house, this is among the more high-end houses I've done, so on this house, when a buyer comes in, they're looking at every single little detail, where when I fix up a house in West Valley, the buyers just walk in and they're happy. Oh, this is gorgeous. They love it.
Yeah.
So probably I prefer working out there, but I go where the profit is. So
yeah, definitely.
So on that one, purchase price $107. We put about $30 into it. Again, probably about $8,000 in administrative costs.
Yeah.
And so we made a little bit less profit than we hoped on that one, but made about $16,000 on that one.
Nice. Still a good return. And what was your time frame? Mention the time frame on this one and also that one, as far as how many months from start to finish.
Usually I budget 30 days.
Okay.
1 month I can usually get it done. That one I think I did in 5 weeks because we spent a little extra time on the backyard landscaping.
Yeah.
This one I thought would take 4 weeks, 6 weeks on this one.
Yeah.
But so far the showings have been good. We get about 1 showing per day,
that's pretty good.
Which is a pretty good pace.
Yeah.
And some good feedback so far.
Nice.
So anytime Matt calls, I'm quick to answer the phone.
Yeah. And let's end off with maybe giving them one quick tip of, you've been in this business for quite a while, maybe someone new that's getting into it, or someone that's just only done a couple. What's something you've learned that you would pass on to somebody that's you maybe run into on every property that's a problem?
Well, I think Matt mentioned earlier kitchens and bathrooms being most important. I have found a technique that saves me a lot of money and still looks great is bathtub and kitchen refinishing. So like, let's say you go into a house that was built in the 50s or the 70s and it has like pink tile in the kitchen, in the bathrooms.
Yeah.
Some people might think, oh, I'm going to need to replace that tile. Well, there's actually techniques where you can just spray it where you're refinishing it.
Yep.
And for a cost between $300 to $500, it looks like a brand new tile, looks like a brand new bathroom and kitchen.
Yep.
Where replacing it would be easily double to triple the price.
Yeah.
It can look just as good with this refinishing technique.
Yeah, I actually just did that on a property we remodeled. If you look at the ski view video, that'll be up on the site also. It'll show you an example. I just sprayed it. We did the master shower, which is a 3/4 bath shower, and then the hallway shower, which is a full shower and a tub, and we sprayed both of those. $450. Looks brand new. It's awesome. One of the best cost saving ways to do a bathroom. So, all right, thanks for being with me, Pete. Have a good day.